everyone. Thank you for watching either tonight or whatever time of day you're watching. We hope that those of you that are here can join us in the chat room here on YouTube. Or if you're on Facebook, go ahead and say hi, give us a like, a thumbs up. But we're so glad that you joined us. Tonight we have, or today, whatever this episode is going to be a great time. What do you think, Kelsey?
Yep. Thank you for having us. I'm Kelsey, the Rush Behavior Technician, and I'm excited to see everybody. Welcome with the time of day. Again, as she said, give us a thumbs up, a like, or just let us know that you're here. The more interactive you are with us, the more we're going to interact with you, and the more it's going to be centered towards you.
Exactly. And with us tonight, we have our friend Latrice and her son Terrence. Hey, guys. How are you tonight? Oh, hold on. We're having a little bit of technical issues. We'll pop them back in. Can you guys hear us now?
I can't hear you.
Okay. We'll work on it.
Yep.
Derek is going to work on that while okay, he's going to pull me out for just a second. Can you guys hear me now? Hey. Kelsey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Well, while he's switching around, this sometimes happens. I mean, we've been talking here for quite a bit, and then all of a sudden it decides not to work. Latrice, can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
I can't hear them. What are we doing? I heard them at first.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll keep going, but one of the things we wanted to talk about real quick was this is a very trying and kind of crazy time, isn't it?
It is a very unsure time.
Yes. With that little thing called COVID-19 running around.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you all are doing okay, and coping as well as can be expected. I saw a meme the other day on Facebook that actually kind of cracked me up. It said at the top, "How are we supposed to handle staying at home and socially distancing ourselves?" And then it had a picture of a guy from the office peering in through the window and blinders, smiling. And it's like, yeah, that's us as the autism community. We do this all the time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, okay, good. So I was just telling everybody about a meme I saw on Facebook with I don't know if you've seen that, with the guy from the office peering through the slats in the window. And it says, how are we supposed to handle socially distancing ourselves and not going out in public? Autism moms are like,
We get it.
We get it. That's right.
we get this.
Our life daily almost.
Right?
Yes, exactly. Oh, whoops, sorry guys. That was my knee on the table. It's not easy. I know one of the things that may be difficult right now is the cancellation of therapy. That sometimes some therapists may not be able to. You may not be able to take place of therapy. Your therapist may not be able to come to you. I know there's some interesting ways that people are trying to handle that, but we know y'all can make it, and we just want to encourage you tonight and let you know that it's okay. You can make it. We'll all make it through this time.
You will.
So, you got this.
Natural environment training time.
Yep.
Go take them out to play. Go take them out to go work those social skills. And sometimes academic is important, but sometimes those social skills trump. And this is a perfect time to go outside, go play. Not saying, hey, go take your kid to a movie theater, be around large gatherings, but you can take them outside. Take them outside when it's raining if they don't have any preconditioned pre-existing conditions, excuse me. Yeah. Go take them out in the rain. Go tell them how to go jump. Go spend this time with them one-on-one and really take that natural environment training with them. And you're going to get a lot more out of them than any academics you would ever have.
Yeah. Play play board games, and practice taking turns.
Exactly. Learning how to lose appropriately, learning how to win appropriately, not be a sore winner or sore loser. Right.
Yep. So I did want to let you guys know, if you have posed a question to us. We are still doing some researching on some of the questions you've posed so we can give you a good answer. So we will get back to you on those. But right now, we want to hear from Latrice.
Yeah.
Hey, say hi, Terrence. It's your turn to talk.
It's my
It's
turn.
your turn to talk.
Hey,
Hi, Terrence. How are you?
good.
Good. So we want to hear about you guys' journey with autism.
We're going to talk about autism tonight. Is that okay with you?
Me too.
And you too? Do you have autism, Terrence?
Yes.
Yes. What happens from you having autism sometimes? Tell them what happens sometimes.
I cry.
You cry.
Aw.
He cries when he's easily frustrated. What else happens, Terrence?
Huh.
What else happens? What happens when you get upset? What happens when you get upset sometimes?
Throw things.
You may throw things. Yeah. Anything else happens? What about hit? Do you ever hit if you're upset?
I can control it.
You can't control it sometimes?
I said I can't control
You
it.
learn to control it. That is right. How have we learned to control it?
Good.
Good.
What do we do to control it now? What's one thing we do? Do we give? We give hugs instead of.
Oh, wow.
I love it. I
What
love
Expression
it.
therapy.
What else do we do with our boxing gloves? Do you box your anger out? We box our anger out. Terrence loved Rocky movies.
Oh,
I
wow.
love it. Terrence, you want to know something cool? You want to know something cool, Terrence? I said I teach students, and I have 2 of them, including me. Whenever I get angry, I box it out too. So it's not just you.
That's cool.
How cool is that?
I get angry sometimes too.
We all do. We all do. It's all how we deal with it, right?
Yep.
And I think the coolest way to deal with it is box it out and let it all out. I think that is awesome.
I do the same thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love
Curtis
it.
keeps asking me to get him a new punching bag because his older brother was punching his punching bag, and it was just an air-filled one, and it died.
Oh.
So we haven't replaced it yet.
Yeah, Terrence said he has the punching bag.
Very cool.
It is cool. And
everybody at home is usually boxing, including grandma and daddy and everybody else.
so, Latrice, you do counseling, correct?
Yes, I'm a licensed
Can you
professional.
explain why that works, not just with kids with autism, but why does that work what is the educational or the emotional side of hitting a punching bag better than doing other different releases of anger?
You gotta hit it hard. You gotta hit it hard.
Yeah.
I think it's physical activity. Sometimes they can't process exactly what to say or when to say or how to say it. And so that's something I can go to without immediately have to really talk my feelings out. So I'm punching it out. And then I can actually get to talk about the feelings once I calm down. So yes, I do get angry sometimes. So we talk our feelings out after we had that release.
Right. So you're talking about that everybody needs that release.
Yes. Yes. So, and sometimes it's harder for our kids on the spectrum to really get it out.
Or
to respond to us when they can't really respond at the moment. So we look at the behavior as being defiant, but let's give them a chance to do some physical activity or something to kind of change the brain, in a sense, is what we say. Or do something maybe fun or just something that's more to help them release it in a way to calm down. And then they can talk to you most of the time.
Yep.
So release those endorphins, be able to change it. Good.
You gotta have to change it.
You have to change
it.
Yeah.
How to change what?
How to change when you get to your mind, your brain, to box your feelings out, and then we talk about it.
Right here.
Yeah, we talk our feelings out. Yeah, we've learned to talk our feelings out. So we won't hurt anybody or hurt ourselves. We get to stay safe.
So how'd you implement this with him? Because I know some concerns with parents are, hey, yeah, that's awesome that you have boxing, but what happens if he has aggression towards others, thinking I can take it out on others and not just my boxing or my punching bag? How did you implement that and differentiate those two?
First, we did like behavioral logging or tracking the data to see what were some of the triggers to identify like the function of the behavior first.
I punch in the punching bag.
Yeah, you do punch the punching bag. So we have to identify where the underlying issues are first.
Okay.
And kind of getting a plan that's going to work from there. And once we kind of get our plan together and see where the problems are, we talk about the difference in hitting versus helping him to understand it on his level versus hitting versus learning a new skill. So sometimes it's harder to learn a new skill because of the extinction burst, which means that it get worse before it get better. So we have to have the patience to endure that.
We got to control it.
Yeah. And then we have to let everybody on our team know this is our plan. This is what we're going to do. And so sometimes we also have to reward the good. When we see the good behavior, reward it then. Because they're looking for the instant.
So everybody control it.
Yeah, they're looking for the instant gratification like we all do.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's how once everybody follow the actual plan that we have in place, then we focus more on what the good behavior that we want to see and reward that, and with the more positive reinforcement. And so not always giving in to when we see the bad behaviors coming out, let's kind of block those. Sometimes I have to block, like, Terrence, and what are we supposed to do? Redirect the behavior right then. Let's go box,
No.
And we don't hit, we have safe hands where we don't hit our friends, we don't hit.
They're blocking you.
Yeah, because it hurts. Because we have to let them know that it does have a reaction to it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what we've been really working on that. And I think first we implemented the hugging thing first when Terrence was smaller. And so now we needed something different because we still do have.
I wasn't small.
Yeah, when you was younger.
Which would be age appropriate at that time.
Yeah.
But by the time you hit 6th or 7th grade, that's inappropriate. Right. It's different. How do you go from full on head on full hugs and embraces to side hugs or fist bumps or high fives? And that in itself is frustrating.
Yeah, you have to figure out.
Fist bump.
Because we still have sometimes where we want to be aggressive or hit.
Okay,
but so let's implement something that sometimes you have to really make it individualized for what your kid likes to do.
It's my turn to talk.
You can talk. You want to say?
What do you want to say, Terrence?
You tell them, what do you like to do, Terrence? We focus a lot on our interests.
I like to watch TV.
Watch TV.
You do? What's your favorite show?
Milwaukee.
All the Rocky movies.
Awesome. Rocky's really cool. Do you have any other favorites?
Any other favorite movies?
I take acting classes.
Take acting classes.
Oh, cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
Terrence want to be an actor, so we focus on a lot of his high interests.
Well, you're going to succeed at it. I know that.
Yeah.
Guitar lessons too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Music does help a lot. Hey, you know what? Curtis plays the drums.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite.
I love it. I love it.
No, he likes when that's actually one of the things that we try to have Curtis do when he gets angry is sometimes to go and play his drums, because then he can really, get those rhythms out and have at it on the drums, and it's safe.
So what he do?
He plays the drums.
Yeah, he plays on his drums.
Mm-hmm. He plays the drums. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one of your favorites too.
Yeah, we have a lot of musical instruments here at my house. There's a lot of them. When we moved from South Carolina to Tennessee, it was like, oh, we have a lot of instruments. We need a music room. We're gonna have fun with that. I almost forgot. You have co-authored a book.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I have it with me.
Oh, great. Oh, and then
There it is.
there it is. Women of Worth.
Women of Worth. Yeah, where I'm a co-author in the book with several other ladies, and I share my journey, um, my personal journey as a mom of a son with a rare illness, Tuberous Sclerosis Complex, having autism and epilepsy, and what my personal journey has been like, and also giving other hopes to endure the process and just having the endurance to let God use it for your purpose.
Right.
Mhm.
I love that. I'm going to have to go on PayPal. The link to get Latrice's book is going to be in the show notes. We'll have that link there so you can purchase it. So I will be going on there to purchase one.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I think that is just amazing that you're able to share that story, and that's why we have My Spectrum Life, is to share those kinds of stories. So, what do you? How do you? The importance of counseling for those, say, I know one of the things that we have that we're all dealing with right now is the anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
What's some of those things that we could tell our kids on the spectrum that are very anxious
Mm-hmm.
about what's going on? And some, like my own son, who is, well, he has been diagnosed with anxiety disorder. How important is your counseling and for that, and what can we do right now to help our kids understand?
You want to talk? We're talking about anxiety. Do you have anxiety sometimes, Terrence? You get nervous?
I want to talk about myself with anxiety.
Yeah, tell them about your. This is what we're gonna talk about. Tell them how we deal with it.
Can you tell me
Anxiety.
about your anxiety, Terrence?
What about your anxiety? What happens?
I'm getting mad.
You get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You get nervous. Mm-hmm. What happens when you get nervous? Do you shake sometimes?
Boss it out.
You box it out too when you're anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think dealing with what we're dealing with right now can be high anxiety on everybody in the family
Right.
because it's a new change,
What's
Mhm.
family?
unexpected change.
Right.
What's
Family is like you, dad, and I. We're a family. Yeah,
Why we got a family?
God gave us a family
Why?
because He loves us. Because we all can
Mhm.
help take care of each other.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
love it.
He gave us a family.
Yes.
And so yeah, so we have to first, I guess, as the adults
Mm-hmm.
first, making sure that we're controlling and dealing with our own anxieties
Right.
foremost. And it's okay to say I'm scared, I feel nervous,
Mm-hmm.
I feel anxious about this,
I get that too.
and finding somebody to talk to about it, but not staying stuck there.
I
Right.
get that too.
Right.
How can I, create a more calming space?
I get nervous.
You do get nervous. Creating a more calming space right now in the home instead of looking at the negatives or looking at all the things that's on social media. Let's talk about the basics, what we know that's out there, where we can actually be preventative, in what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
but also looking at the good in it as well, not just dwelling on all the bad, and
Right.
sharing with the kids the basic things and how to
Mm-hmm.
make sure they're washing their hands properly.
Right.
And if they're having a hard
I don't
time with
wash my
that,
hands.
sometimes you don't want to wash them, but we make a song out of it. We
Right.
make play for a little while. We're gonna make
Mm-hmm.
it fun. We're gonna put the steps up there so we can make sure we're following the steps to hand washing and
Yes.
constantly throughout the day. Wash your
Mm-hmm.
hands. Let's go play in the water some.
I don't do that.
So when we're asking them to do
I
things,
don't
let's
do
kind of
that.
make it fun
I
as
don't do that
well.
all that stuff.
Huh?
Wash my hands.
Yeah, we have to wash our hands
Why?
to stay clean and stay
Oh.
safe, so we won't have those germs. And we also watch social stories on hand washing sometimes to say, hey, the proper way to do it. And it's fun too. It's like a little cartoon the kid can watch
Kinda.
as well. And so
Yeah.
making sure that you're giving them limited, accurate information, but limited on their level. So we're not overwhelming them with all the things that's going on.
But kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. But yeah, so we're not overwhelming them. And so take advantage of the time at home, create a schedule, but allow breaks within your schedule.
Right.
Have fun. Have fun.
Have fun. Right.
Don't miss the fun part. right now. So go
What does that
outside when you
mean?
go outside. Do what
What
you
does
can
that
do.
mean?
What does what mean? Huh?
Anything.
What I said?
Yeah.
Huh? Limit mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not just having a limit, not doing too much or not saying too much at a time. Good questions, Terrence. I like how you ask
They
them
are
questions.
good questions. I was about to just say that's awesome questions.
You're really paying attention, so I like that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like all that.
yeah. So, listening to music, being calming, let them know that even though we have anxiety, there's still healthy ways to deal with
I
our
like West
anxiety.
Right,
Side.
right.
I like West Side.
So a lot of that I got out of it, just to kind of recap, is you want to be flexible in your scheduling. You want to recognize that sometimes anxiety might mimic anger when actually it's not anger. And that's when you have to look at your behavior data that you were talking about earlier, that it's not always defiance. And again, just have fun with it. That's pretty much what you were telling us.
For sure, right on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Here, we're
I
trying
love
to
it.
get Stop.
What is that boy is?
That's Curtis.
This is Curtis.
Oh. Hey, Curtis.
Yeah, this is Curtis that plays the drums.
He plays the
Terrence.
drums. Y'all gonna start a band
Nice
after.
night, Curtis.
I think y'all gonna have a band going.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen them before.
Yeah, I know.
We have.
We can't hear him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We can't.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear Curtis.
We can't hear you. You have to talk into the microphone. But you're talking about something that you like right now, which is he's been looking and trying to look at a microscope to find tardigrades.
No, this is about
Oh, your strawberries.
Yes.
Okay, so is this
Now
something?
listen.
You can hear
Is this
him.
something you think about when you're nervous?
Sometimes.
Oh, he's a girl.
That's Miss Kelsey. She's
We'll
a
talk
boy.
about that.
That's Curtis. He's a boy. That's Miss Jessica.
Ooh, let me go get a picture of
Oh, he's gonna go get a picture.
So,
What he's looking
Jessica,
for.
you brought up a really good point about you asked Curtis, do you think mostly about when your anxiety runs high? Terrence, what do you think about whenever your anxiety is running high? What do you mostly think about? Because that was a really good question, Jess.
You have a lot of anxiety. What you think about? When you have a lot of anxiety, what do you think about?
I think good.
You think you try to think good, you try to think of good things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of good things. Things that make you happy. Yeah.
She was talking to me.
And she was talking to you.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to put your back in there. There you go. See? She was talking to you. Yeah.
Now you can see yourself.
Yeah. No,
So what do you think about mostly when you get frustrated? Do you
think
worry
about
about not being able to complete the task? What do you think about?
Tell her what makes you frustrated. What makes you angry?
tardigrades,
What happens?
also known as water bears.
Why do we use this? Tell her why we use it. Tell them about that. Why do you use that? What's that for? Because you get mad about that. Tell me. So what is that? You said you was gonna tell them tonight. It's your. What do you have? You have what?
Seizures.
Did y'all hear him?
Oh,
That he had seizures.
wow.
He gets mad about that. And he gets
I
sad
would
about
too, because that's a loss of time of space, loss of time of your control, your body, and a lot of things. I'm sorry, Terrence.
Sometimes you can say sometimes he cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
what
like
do we do?
running a marathon. I bet you're super tired afterwards too, aren't you, Terrence?
You tired?
Yeah.
So we have this magnet that we use. Terrence has a VNS stimulator.
Yes.
Just right there.
Yes.
When it works,
I didn't know
sometimes.
she was talking to me.
Yeah, she's talking about you.
Yeah. So you have the one with the magnet. So he's having one. You run the magnet over it, correct?
Make like an X over the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
But sometimes it don't stop Terrence. He has very complex seizures.
It's called like
So.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like an X.
Yeah. We just swipe the X.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to give emergency medications for them to stop.
Right.
Wow.
Put in my mouth.
He has a film strip that we put in the mouth to stop the
Okay.
seizures.
Wow.
So we're in a new study a new diastat study at Labana Children's Hospital where he did that medication from.
Okay.
Right. Curtis is a big science person.
Yes.
Ooh, you like
Um,
science.
And so he likes to, lately, he was showing this picture that I know if you looked at it, you're like, I don't know what that is. But this right here is,
Wow, cool.
it's a microscopic organism called a tardigrade or a water bear.
Oh, cool.
Microbes.
So he's been thinking about
Rose.
a lot of science issues and science things. That's what he goes to when he's nervous or upset.
So he problem solves, Jess.
He problems. He used
Yep.
that when he gets upset. That's cool, ain't it?
I gotta give me a microphone.
You gotta get your microphone. That was cool how he popped in and out the
He
microphone.
said Mike Woes.
Yep.
It was cool. Yeah.
That sounds funny.
It sounds funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does.
He's been
It takes me sometimes it takes me a second to figure out what he's talking about.
Huh?
What's that
So,
tea?
well, Curtis is
Ew.
yeah. So Curtis is actually popping one of your favorite foods. There, Terrence. He's popping some popcorn.
I like cheese sticks.
Oh,
Cheese. I'm down with some cheese sticks. Totally
Yeah.
down with some cheese sticks.
popcorn, huh?
Backyard burger.
You like backyard burgers? One of our favorites.
Yep.
Terrence's favorites anyway. We go there
Oh.
almost every day, so they know us by name. 'Cause Terrence loves it.
Yep. Yep.
That's the part
Favorite restaurants are good and keep us
autism we deal with. They want the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Dad would give me some cheese sticks.
Yeah, he
My
gives you
daddy.
your daddy buy cheese sticks for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, he does.
Yep. Yummy. So is there anything
You got it
we
all,
should
man.
know is there anything that you would like everybody to know, Terrence, about autism? Like people should know about autism? Do you know, is there anything you'd like to tell people about autism?
What do we always say? What's our saying together? There's what?
She was talking to me.
She's talking to you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping. There was hope in autism.
There you go. I love it. There's hope in autism. I
I
love
know
it.
that's right. That's a good one, Terrence. That's
I love it.
awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you have another special place in my heart, Terrence.
Oh,
You really
goodness.
do.
Well, I love all the little tips that you've given us tonight, Latrice, about what to do in ways that we can help in this anxious time. And I love what you said there, Terrence, that there is hope in autism. I love it. So I want everybody to know that and think about it. Yep. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Yeah. We just love that we're able to bring our audience this kind of stuff and to let them know that, as we've seen tonight, when you've seen one child with autism or one person with autism, you've seen one person with autism. Everybody's
That's
different.
right.
Everybody's different.
Thumbs up.
So, is there any last words you'd like to say to everybody tonight, Latrice?
I am a licensed professional counselor at Journey to New Beginnings in South Haven, Mississippi, where I actively see patients and families on the autism spectrum. I work at Journey to New Beginnings.
Oh.
So I'm a counselor there, and I specialize in working with families and children on the spectrum. So I can always be reached there. And I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it. And this is God's purpose for my life. So I genuinely care for the families that I serve and try to do what I can and link them up with any services that I can. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's Journey to New Beginnings in South Haven, Mississippi. For any of you who are in the Memphis area, that's where Latrice works. And you can reach her there. And we'll have some contact information in our show notes later. Also, we want to let everybody know if you want to learn more about Latrice and her journey with Terrence to pick up a copy of her book, that Women of Worth. I highly recommend it because it will encourage you on your journey, because autism and other diseases or conditions are not easy to deal with. But we do what we can and we keep on going. And that's what we're really here for, is we all want to encourage others on this journey, to let them know that like Terrence said, there's hope in autism.
Mhm.
So I just want to say to everybody that if you have any questions, make sure you send them to us at our email. You want to talk about the likes there on all that, Kelsey?
So go ahead and like us on Facebook.com, My Spectrum Life. Like us on Instagram.com, My Spectrum Life, and Twitter.com, My Spectrum Life, with the number 1 afterwards. Again, you can email us at any point, just to kind of give us information. And even if you want to air on our show, we can even do things like this with Latrice. And Latrice and Terrence, we thank you so much for giving this insight and this perspective, because 9 times out of 10, we don't get this perspective. We talk about what it is from a parent and what it is from a registered behavior technician, but never from Terrence. And Terrence, you did a phenomenal job. I am so proud of you, and awesome job. Awesome job.
That was great. Okay, air high five, everybody. There's a lot of that going on. We want to let you know that our next podcast is going to be on March 30th. So we hope that you'll be able to join us then. And make sure if you're listening on any of the podcast apps that you go ahead and give us a like, and leave a great review for us. That'll help us. And all of these likes and stuff will help us to continue to grow and be able to bring you more podcasts and more information about autism. So always remember, with a lot of faith, love, and some good old fidget toys,
Yeah.
we can make it together.
I know.
Fidget toys, yes. Good night or goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.